Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Eagles coming in at 5-3, going up against the Cardinals, who come in at 8-0.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line, between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Play fake here on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Wentz to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now Wentz. That time knocked flat on his back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Being chased out left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Stafford. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They run again with Logan. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it here with Logan. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? This is Logan, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And here we go on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And now it's 2nd and goal. They run with Logan, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think.
And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. After the interception, here's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Hicks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford, a swing pass caught. A very solid gain of 27. On the carry, it's Logan. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
Running back, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run again with Blount. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wentz. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Cardinals. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
To throw on 2nd down. Stafford throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's Stafford. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Now he's forced out right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. It's Logan. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And this one through the uprights and good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Third and long, it's Stafford. It's caught, Nelson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A handoff as they run the counter play. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is knocked down from the side. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the 50, Stafford. Throw left side complete. It's Walters. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll begin here with Blunt. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Wentz to throw on second down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun. Wentz. Hard throw. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 1st down, Wentz. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Shotgun now for Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dayon Buchanan. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Wentz got to have this one. And he connects with Ertz. Give him 22 on that one. And it'll be a Philadelphia 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Wentz now to throw. And this is incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Wentz. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Here we go.
Wentz now on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first and 10, here's Wentz. Hurts over the middle. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Wentz now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Nkemdiche in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Eagles on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. They go play action here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of it.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Robert Nkemdiche in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?